Nice, see? Back to where we were. I hope you guys saw that it kind of went away. That's my current weight, and I'm pretty happy with it. Now we're actually on track and ready to make some new strength gains. What's going on, YouTube? Wanted to make a video this week on just a little recap of what I did to get back on track. So let me turn this down over here. Post Malone's new album, pretty dope. So I was in Poland a couple weeks ago, and then right after I got back, I actually ended up going to Nashville for a bachelor party. So the last 3 weeks I haven't really been doing much exercising. I only went to the gym once, and not something I'm proud of, but I was not able to get into the gym, and even when I wanted to, I was just so dead that honestly I just took the time off to recoup, because I knew if I went to the gym I just would have a shitty workout. So I just pushed it off for 3 weeks, and like I mentioned, I did Poland for a week and a half, and then I got back and then had a weekend off. But honestly I had so much work to do that I actually had to work one day of the weekend to kind of catch up, so I didn't have time. The following week, same thing, I was just so caught up with work that I just didn't have time to work out. Then I had to leave for Nashville, and obviously there was no working out, and then more drinking and more eating food. So when I got back from Poland, I was actually 174 pounds, and I actually left at I was 166, I believe, or 165. So I gained some poundage there, and that's the reason for this video. I wanted to go over just how to come back to your diet. Like I mentioned, I was 165, 166, came back from Poland, I was 174, and I kind of maintained the 174 for that week up until, actually through the weekend of the bachelor party. And then this past Monday, I actually cleaned up my diet. So it's been a full week since I've cleaned up the diet, and I just wanted to go over some of the most important steps if you're trying to get back into your diet and into the rhythm of hitting that gym again.
What do you think about these legs?
Breakfast. Alright guys, I'm gonna go over my favorite oatmeal for right now, okay? So what I did is actually did a serving and a half of oats, and then I only cut half of an apple and then diced it up in there. And I don't like adding any extra calories to my oatmeal, so I just add water. And honestly, I just kind of fill it up as much as I want. Just depends on how thick or how smooth you want it, but I'm going to be adding some protein. Here is what I added, and I added a serving of the cocoa powder, serving of my protein, just because I don't want to do the whole thing just yet, and some cinnamon. And I do this because I just want to add more flavor to my oatmeal. Obviously, since I didn't add any like soy milk or almond milk to give it that sweet taste, or no banana into this, which I normally do, I just don't have any. That's a way to flavor up my protein, my oatmeal. And one last thing too that I've been adding to my oatmeal is just some honey, a little bit on top. And again, that's just to give it a little bit more flavor. So now I have that dark chocolate taste from the cocoa powder with a lot of antioxidants, and then I have half a serving of my protein, which gives it that more chocolate flavor to it. And I added some cinnamon to give it more flavor as well, and with the honey, then it gives it that little bit of the sugary taste to not make it so bland. And the last thing I like to do, look at this. How beautiful does that look? Cashew, almond, some white chocolate, and then some natural peanut butter. And look at what we have here, more peanut butter. This is honestly the best thing on earth. Depending on how I'm feeling, I'm just gonna have some natural peanut butter. And then I just do a serving and I just put a glob on top. I don't like mixing this, so I'm gonna actually mix this all together. But I don't like mixing the peanut butter. I actually like leaving it on the side, and then as I like take a bite, I just grab a little bit of peanut butter and it makes it so much better. That is what I've been eating every morning on the weekends. It's by far my favorite oatmeal concoction, so try it out. I added just oatmeal, half an apple, half a serving of protein, cocoa powder, pink Himalayan sea salt, cinnamon, a little bit of honey, and then finishing it off with some good old peanut butter. So try it out, see what you guys think. It's amazing. I wanted to go over 3 tips for getting back into shape before I devour my oatmeal here. And like I mentioned, I have been out of the gym for close to 3.5 weeks now, and I just want to get back into shape. I just want to get back to my routine and my diet, okay? So this past week, I actually did my first full week of trying to get back into my normal schedule, and I wanted to go over 3 things that I feel are essential to get back to your normal routine, okay? These 3 tips have been, they're not magic, they're not a secret, it's so basic, and I just wanted to go over them with you guys in case you ever run into a little diet break and just want to get back into the rhythm of things. The first thing that I would suggest, and is so awesome because I felt the benefits right off the bat, is once you're on a diet break, you won't really think about drinking much water. And beforehand, if you were on a strict diet and working out, you were probably drinking sufficient water, okay? And if you weren't, you should be. So during that diet break, usually people don't really think of drinking much water, especially in my case when I was actually just going out with my friends. Water, I mean, it was available, but it's not the drink of choice. And you're going to be more dehydrated throughout this diet break. So something your body is just not really used to. And to counteract that, you want to start drinking lots and lots of water, okay? And me, I usually drink about a gallon and a half a day, and I was trying to get back to it, and I could definitely tell the first couple of days, I'm like, my body did not want to drink that water because it wasn't used to drinking that much in the last like 3 weeks. So that's how I can definitely tell, you know what, I'm actually drinking a lot less water than I was before, and I just want to get back to my normal bathroom schedule too, which is a big thing. Once you start drinking lots of water, your body starts regulating itself and going back to its normal state that it was prior to your little diet break. So drink lots of water, it'll flush everything out, you'll feel like 10 times better. Like I said, the first couple of days I'm like, why am I not thirsty? And I felt so much more tired than I was before. And then once I started drinking more and more water, it helped just hydrate myself and wake me up. So drink lots of water, number 1. Then number 2 is you definitely want to add cardio. I suggest you guys do at least 3 times 15-minute cardio sessions before your workouts. And again, it's just a jump start. Not only are you trying to get back into shape and losing those extra pounds that you gain from water weight, but it also gets your mind right. I know after some cardio, I just feel better. I just feel better about myself, about everything overall, and it just keeps me going. That mindset, positive mindset, pushes me through for the rest of the week and throughout my workout. Definitely include cardio. So at least 3 times a week for 15 minutes. And I always say do it before your workout, don't do it after. If you put it after, usually people, once they finish their workout, they're like, you know what, I'm pooped, I want to go home, I don't want to do this anymore. You'll probably not do it. So just do it right before you start your workout. It's a great way to warm up, it's a great way to power yourself through the workout itself. And for me, I mean, I just like it. So it just feels a lot better to do it right off the bat. So cardio number 2. And then the last thing I did is try to focus on your diet. Not too stringent, and remember, you have been eating probably more calories or less calories than you were during your diet break, okay? So what I like to do is actually go based off my maintenance calories. So for me, it was right around 2,800. So 2,800 is right around my maintenance calories, and I just bumped it down maybe like 100 calories. So somewhere around the 2,700 calorie mark. And this is because I don't want to stay on a calorie deficit, because I'm just gonna get hungrier and probably lose more weight. That's more muscle too, because I haven't been working out. Okay, so there's no stress on my muscle is not needed, so it can atrophy. Okay, so I don't want to be too low, because I don't want to lose much weight and much more muscle, because that would be detrimental, and that's counterintuitive, and that's not what I want to do at all. We want to build muscle and keep muscle. So don't go too low on your calories, and then obviously don't go too high, because you don't want to keep gaining weight either, okay? Because at a certain point, you're just going to start adding just fat, and we don't want to do that, especially, again, not being able to work out, no muscle growth there. So I just stuck around the 2,800 mark, and just went slightly under, just to feel good. And honestly, I felt satiated. I felt like I was doing okay, and you'll get back to your usual energy expenditure throughout the week and just balance out. So these 3 things are basically done to go back to your baseline, okay? So if this is baseline and diet break was putting us down here, we're trying to slowly get back to here before we jump to the lean bulking stage again, okay? So we don't want to just jump from here to here and then miss this gap and be like, what the heck's going on? So as you saw at the beginning of the video, this whole week actually put me back to where I was before my diet break. So right around the 166 pound mark, which is pretty awesome. When I got back from Poland, I was like 174, and the week after I had my Nashville trip, which I was eating just crap and drinking alcohol like no other. So I maintained that 174 mark. So, you know, I dropped, what is that, 9 pounds, 8 pounds. So I dropped that, and now I'm back. So yes, this is proof that if you just keep track of those 3 things, you'll be back to where you were. And the good thing about individuals that train your muscle, even though you feel like your muscle just is gone completely when you don't hit the gym every second, third day, I felt the same way, okay? Throughout throughout the 3 weeks, I honestly felt like I was just like honestly losing everything that I've worked hard for. So yes, you'll see it. Your body does look flatter, but again, if you just get back into the rhythm of things and you start working out, start drinking your water, start eating right, you know, your muscle will again start soaking that in. And I'm an individual that drinks creatine, so I didn't have any creatine for 3 weeks. So that also affected my body weight and my body composition. But now getting back into things, like, I feel better, you know, and I've gone to the gym and my pump has been insane, and I'm very happy. The strength definitely went down, but who cares about the strength? It'll come back. I feel like in 2 weeks I'll be back to where I was. So with that muscle, with that strength, you can quickly get back to where you were if you just start working hard at it again. Just hold yourself accountable, and things will look up. So don't beat yourself down. Trust me, I did it to myself, and there was no point, you know. It only puts you in a weird situation, weird mindset, and not a positive one that will lead you to bigger and better things. So just focus on those 3 things and implement when you're trying to get back into your usual routine for your diet and your workout routine. So hopefully that was helpful for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this because I need to hit the gym in an hour. So hit that like, subscribe button, and I will keep you in the loop for my videos.